So talking about this design language of this car, up front you get this massive Hyundai grille followed by these DRLs with turn indicators, and there's a headlamp below, and there are no fog lamps below because they are not needed. The headlamp is present at an optimal position, which functions both as a fog lamp and as a headlamp as well. Front, there are more elements like this red finishing on the skid plate, the fake skid plate of course, which is a trend again in the compact SUV segment. And yeah, this is how the car looks on the left side of the car. There you see an N-Line badge, because if the color is not too loud, the color in fact, now talking about the color, I absolutely adore this color. Like, it looks absolutely fantastic. I think except for the Nexa blue, this is the only color which only manufacturer specific color which looks very good on their cars and should be retained to enhance the appeal of all the cars. So now skipping to driving this Hyundai Venue, and straight away starting this car, the first thing you notice is how light the steering is. Like in typical Hyundai fashion, Hyundai steerings are known to be very light at city speeds, and the happy news is that unlike older cars, this one is actually heavier at highway speeds, so it is now more confident inspiring. Also, what is more confident inspiring is its performance. Like this 120 horsepower engine, it is like very shy at the lower revs, but when it takes off above 2000 rpm, it flies. Like, of course not literally, but in the context of similarly powered cars, this car is very cool in terms of the way it delivers its power. And also talking about the power, it reaches higher speeds very quickly, and in order to be confident at higher speeds, the suspension, the ride quality of this car is also very helpful in that. Now some people may find this ride quality to be a little stiff, and I agree, well, it is stiffer than it should be, but then this is a sports oriented SUV. This is the N-Line, so it is meant to be sporty. It has to have that sporty element, and that stiff suspension helps it give that stiffness, that comfort at the higher speeds, and at that stability at higher speeds, which is very confidence inspiring as well. Talking about the N-Line badge of this car, like, I honestly feel like this car is absolutely worth the tag of a sporty Venue, right? Because it is fast, it is smooth, it is comfortable, it is cool, it feels safe. The brakes, honestly, the brakes are good. The brakes are good. They are not floaty like they used to be in the older Hyundais. So I think this is a vast improvement when compared to older Hyundais. Now another thing to notice about this car is how easy one-point U-turns are. Like, I'm right now making a U-turn, and this car is honestly very cool in that also, because like it did it in one turn, and now that is expected from a car of this size. Also aided by its large windows, large ORVMs, which give a good view of what's around, so you do not need to worry about anything else on your way to taking U-turns. It does that very quickly and with a very good exhaust note. I'm not sure if the camera is able to catch the exhaust note, but to my ears it is a music. Now what is not very confidence inspiring in this car honestly is its horn. Like, listen to it. And I mean, this car, like, it pretends to be rowdy in terms of the way it performs, in terms of the way it looks, like with that big chrome grille up front. I mean, that meek horn does not do justice to this car. So I think Hyundai should have given this a better horn, like the Skoda VW twins, the Germans of course. Now the city friendliness of this car is also very good. Like I said before, this the ORVMs are big, the windows, IRVMs, everything is huge. It provides a good view of what's around. Also the car is boxy, so you do not need to worry about any outer edges that you cannot see. The first thing I'm going to do if I ever buy this car, honestly, is going to be a tire replacement with Continentals and a horn change. Making a quick pass through this traffic, like there's a lot of traffic right now, and honestly this is not a worry in this car. Like I can just go on smoothly without even worrying about touching anything that I cannot see, because there is everything that I need to see in my view without any fuss I need to make around. Do not even need to shift, because of course this is an automatic, but again the gearbox always finds the right gear, which is a good thing. Now when talking about the rear camera of this car, the parking sensor is actually showing the MID, which is very cool thing. Now the quality of the rear camera is actually not that good. It could be much better, and the interiors are good. The N-Line gearbox, of course for drive modes and normal, eco, sport. Now we haven't driven in sport, but I hope we'll drive some other day. So yeah, that is all about this car. Thank you.